I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. And welcome, our GW3 family. I'm Renee Noor. So excited to be here today. We have some special guests that's going to be joining us for our Lunch and Soar. And yes, this is our month that we're celebrating breast cancer. We're celebrating pink for our thrivers as well as our survivors. If you haven't already liked us on the YouTube channels as well as our Clubhouse, so our Facebook channels, we love for you to do that, guys. Not only do we bring about great content, subject matters, but we have special guests that joins us every day from Monday through Friday from 12:30 to 1:30. Today we did a little bit something special in the Clubhouse. We had a motivational piece. Let's give it up for those who are right there in the Clubhouse that's been pouring into you today. I love the fact that we've had Miss Tandy Flake alongside with Tahita, as well as Miss Amazing Deborah Vick, and so many more. Today, it's all about how we're showing up for one of our GW3 warriors, our GW3 warrior who have done her launch with her collection. I'm wearing one of her signature pieces, the one and only KG House of Fashion, Miss Karen Geddes. She's going to be on with us, including our scientist, Dr. Janaka, that's going to be joining us. It's about how we're motivating our Mondays to move mountains, so therefore we can continue on becoming unstoppable in this world. So without further ado, let's hold on to your seats. Let's get some red hearts in the chat. Let's bring up the one and the only, our very own Miss Karen Geddes. Woo, 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 woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Miss Karen Geddes. You're looking fabulous, darling. Fabulous. How are you doing today?
Everything is well. I cannot complain. I will not complain. Everything is beautiful. How are you, Miss Renee?
I'm doing super fantastic, Miss Karen, and I'm so excited to have you here with us in the house. Miss Karen, I understand you had a live show taking place earlier today, and you got to tell us what that was all about. I'm looking at those fabulous pieces that you have hanging up there and beautiful. Please enlighten us. And then what we're going to be doing, we're going to be bringing up the man himself, Danaka, the scientist. Oh my goodness, wardrobe. Take it away, Miss Karen. Share with us about your collection.
Okay, so today, I did my first live selling streaming event. Last week I went to a conference, an e-global conference, and I met this lady, and she was like, "You should be doing a live selling." So I was like, "Okay," it resonated with me, and she got me on board with her live streaming show. And today was my first live stream, and it was at 11:30 to 12:30, and I nailed it. I nailed it. I nailed it. I nailed it. I was just so proud of me. I've never done live selling before, but trust and believe it will be a monthly thing, because the company that helped bring this to me and to help put this together is called Bambuza. And they gave me all of the tools I needed to do, along with my website provider, to get this done. So I had some people watch me live, and I was just like, okay, let's do this. So and that's what we did. And I showcased the pieces that is actually um, I don't want to say on sale, but they're discounted. I
Hmm.
call it the golden balloon. So if you go to the website, which is www.kghof.com, and you find the golden balloon, that is a specially priced item. So
I
yes.
love I love it. We just love how you have just been evolving since that rooftop, that amazing fashion show that you did in New York City. And we're so proud of you. You know, not only are you in Macy's right there on Fifth Avenue, you have been blazing magazines from Elle alongside with Italy Elle and so many others, Vogue. And I'm just so proud of you, Miss Karen. You know, you really are a true inspiration. And one of the greatest things that we're going to be doing, we're going to be bringing up our scientists, Karen, because what you just did, not only did you learn something new during this amazing world that we're in, but you also started facing new technology. You
Absolutely.
started facing new technology. And our scientists, our Dr. Danaka Wardrick, not only have he been able to fuse fashion and technology, but he's taken it to a whole nother level. So let's bring up the man himself, Dr. Danaka Wardrick. Woo, woo, woo! How are
Hey,
you
how's
Woo!
everybody doing?
doing? Oh my
Pretty good.
goodness.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you
Yes.
crystal clear. How are you doing, my friend?
I am doing fantastic. It's a beautiful Monday.
It
It's a
really
beautiful
is a
Monday.
beautiful Monday. You know, Dr. Danaka, you know, not only am I grateful of our friendship, I'm grateful that you're part of the GW3 Warriors tribe, but you know, you were one of our keynote speakers right there for the Power to Soar Leadership Conference. Miss Karen Getty's fashion was also part of the Power to Soar Leadership Conference. And just now, we're going to be fusing fashion, technology, and so much more. You bring so much to the table, Dr. Danaka. So share with us, how are you doing? And just give us some insight, because you know, today it's about how we are motivating our mindsets to be ready for this new technology. We're moving mountains today,
Yes,
and
we
it's
are.
all about technology. Talk to us, Dr. Danaka.
All right. Well, in the space of technology right now, it's a lot going on that maybe a lot of us are not really aware of. Blockchain is doing a lot of a lot of crazy, amazing things. But in regards to clothing, there's been some pretty cool advancements. If you guys haven't known, um, there's a few companies. I don't want to say the names for, I'm not promoting them, but there's a few companies that are putting out some really cool, amazing stuff outside of myself because I'm in, I'm I get inspired by seeing other people achieve their greatness, you know? So when it comes to technology and clothes, it's not just about what we're wearing, but it's how we've moved through it throughout the day, throughout life. Like the one company that made it to where as though all the clothes that you have in your closet, the mirror scans the clothes, and if you don't know what you want to wear, you can just stand in front of the mirror and literally change your outfit, and it's only based on what's in your closet.
Wow.
um I think that probably would save a lot of time for a lot of married people. You get it? um I think it's a beautiful different type of innovation. In regards to some of the things that
Ignore.
in regards
Sorry.
to some of the things that I seen that like Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, um, there are some great designers that are actually using like as we would say more tech style clothing, not text style clothing. They're using different materials, different composites. They're finding other ways of stitching material without actually using stitching. I mean, this stuff is like amazing. It's not just of allowing clothes to be interactive and wearable, but also with the impact that it has on the environment from being biodegradable and things like that. Um, and with designers like the young lady you have there, I saw some of her stuff at the conference we were at. I did not know you were going to be at New York Fashion Week, or else I would have made sure I would have came by your exhibit. So I do apologize for that ahead of time. Also, with that, you know, the space that we're moving in. So let's take, for example, you saw a lot of stuff at New York Fashion Week that was done using hemp, right? Were y'all aware of that?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, like there was a lot of designers that used the hemp material to
Mm-hmm.
coat. But I think we're gonna see a bigger explosion of that coming in within the next 6 months or 8 months when, you know, hemp is federally legalized throughout the nation. I think I think because more companies, more textile companies are going to have access to the raw material for
Okay.
one, but you know the raw material be very cost effective for them. So I think one, they'll make a lot more money, but two, they have, you know, a different substance that they can use for creating.
I just love it. You know, everything that you have brought to us have been so innovative. And with the innovation, it helps us to continue on getting ourselves prepared for what we can just really explore into. You know, I
Yeah,
was sharing, yeah, I was sharing with the team, you know, we were in Dubai and they're focusing on 2063. And I think you're right along there with them, my friend, because you are so advanced as well. I just want to share with everyone the importance of why do we need to be able to bring this more awareness, not only just in fashion, but just how we are moving around with currency, because that's what this is
yeah.
about as well. How we're preparing for the future currency.
Well, if you look at it, if a lot of you guys like shop online now, literally everything is switching over to crypto. Everything. Now, when I say everything, I literally mean just that. Like, you can, everywhere that I notice for the past couple of websites that's been popping up within the last 2 to 3 years, it's not only that they take Bitcoin payments, some of them are taking Dogecoin payments, but there's like these new cryptos that have been coming out that they're paying attention to. They have like more realistic functionalities and uses. So some of them are starting out with being directly just for stores or groceries and things like that. Um, and it's odd because if you look at, you know, coins like XYO or IQ, which is Everpedia, and you know, you may think that that's a meme token, but it's not. It's actually a cryptocurrency because of what it's negatingly used for. So if you to kind of simplify it, if you understand how the world buys oil, at one time the dollar was the world bill, meaning in order to buy crude oil, you had to buy it in US dollars. Now you can buy crude oil in yen, pounds, a little bit of everything. And as you see what that did to the dollar. Now when you look at crypto and you know the information that's about to come out within the next couple of days, that's everyone talking about the inflation report to see if it's going to be bullish or bearish. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. If you're trading just on a spectrum of making dollar bills, then you don't understand really where the future is going, because in a minute, dollar bills are going to be basically worthless, and it's going to be crypto that reigns supreme. The only difference that I don't think a lot of people are taking into account that will happen, like right now, Renee, I don't know what's in your bank account, or Miss KG's house. I don't know what's in your bank account. When you actually have a crypto ledger, that ledger is duplicated across nodes. If you guys don't know what nodes is, that's basically like a verification of what you have. So that's why when you see, they could say, well, this wallet dumped 50,000 Bitcoins or this wallet did that. The only difference is that people don't really understand what's happening. Like I tell you, I got to give you the pros, and then I also got to tell you the cons. I'm not just going to tell you the good stuff. I got to tell you the shit as well. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. So right now, if you had, let's say, 7 million in the bank, Renee, I don't know the exact number, right? I could do a funds verification to find that out. With crypto, it's already verified. They know exactly what's in your wallet, whether you like it or not. But not just them. Just when they say nobody can touch your wallet, that may be true, because can't nobody, it's a fingerprint, can nobody touch your wallet. But they do have access to know how much you got and where every penny has went. So that's the portion where we're moving into, you know, this one world currency. The currency is blockchain. The titles are just chapters in your ledger, meaning Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. Those are actual coins, but in that, and naturally is just a title inside the ledger of saying how much of what you have.
So let me ask you something,
Yes, ma'am.
Doctor. I want to make
Dr.
sure I
Wardrick,
say,
Dr. Wardrick, Dr. Wardrick.
Dr. Wardrick, let me ask you a question in regards to that. Is that with everyone knowing what you currently have in crypto,
Hmm.
is that a good thing? I just don't. Why would
Well,
I want to share
okay.
my
Well,
financial
let me.
information? Go ahead.
I knew you were going to ask that because that's everybody's next question. Well, that's what cold storage is for. So if you're keeping all your crypto on the ledger, then you're telling everybody your information.
Right.
Right.
You only keep on the ledger what you want on there. That's what cold storage is for. Now, if you have a USB drive, if you have a USB drive or something, and that USB drive is in your safe in your house, then no, they can't read that. It's not connected to any magnetized transponder to communicate information. You have to plug it into the side of your computer to upload your
Right.
crypto. So that they won't know. But what's on the ledger, they will. Now, that's literally no difference between what you keep in the bank and what money you got under your mattress. It's the
Right.
same thing. Now,
But it
you
seems like
wait a minute, because I know
when
where you're
you
going.
say,
You're asking, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Well, that's subjective. And
Mhm.
the reason why I say that's subjective is it all depends on your point of view and how you look at it. If
Okay.
you if you want to still live in the past and deal with dollar bills with, you know, dead white guys on it, hey, knock yourself out, to each his own. But if you still want to live in that lower vibration frequency, so when you win the lottery, you have an option to remain anonymous or not. When you become a billionaire, you don't really got a choice.
Right.
They
That
know.
option is not an
So
option.
yeah, so the higher you go, the less privacy you're going to have with it anyway.
Right. I would like to
Because
chime in on this because
No.
it's similar to what's happening already. Currently, right now, if you're at a certain tax bracket, you're going to have to disclose how much you make. So there's nothing different there at all, Miss Karen. So basically, what we're doing, I think what's happening, because people look at it as that's what I share with you guys. You have to be open to change because
yes,
change is inevitable. Whether we like it or not, it's inevitable. We cannot go backwards. What we have to do, we have to go forward and embrace it. So that's why it's important for us to learn it. That's why we bring these sessions here. So therefore, it's a lunch so you can soar. And so
yeah,
with the information that we have that's in front of us, you know, guys, I think it's
So
so
no,
important
no.
for us.
So let me just chime
Wait,
in real quick,
okay,
Renee. So
okay.
it's not about being open to change because I believe in change. Change push you forward. I also believe in some privacy, and I know as you
Yeah.
become more wealthier, you lose a lot of privacy.
Hmm.
But well, not but because I hate the word but. However, when you're changing over from dollars that president to crypto or whatever bitcoins that type of currency, can you, should, well, you, to me, I want to be able to protect and make sure not so much of my information is available for everybody to see. So I was just listening to
Yeah.
him say that if it's on your ledger, then it's public knowledge. But if it's not on your ledger and on a USB port, then they don't know.
So,
That's
so
what that's
right.
what
So,
I was trying to understand.
so that's
Okay,
perfect
well,
what you just said. It's just
hold
like
on,
what I
wait.
said.
Let me answer something real quick.
Uh-huh. That's perfect what you said.
When you started a company,
Yeah,
KG's House of Fashion, you had to fill out paperwork, right?
absolutely.
They had to put a notice in a newspaper of the life of your company coming to life, right?
Absolutely.
They already know your information. Like, come on. They already know. You gave it to them. You gave it to them. So really, only thing people don't want people to know is probably their health history or so much of their financial standings and things like that. But
Well,
you
that
know,
and
when it
that's
comes to
out there already.
wait a minute. When it comes to finances, like, let's be realistic. I as much as we like to say it, me in owning a PR firm, this is what I've have. This is also what I have learned. Because I own a few businesses, and it affords me the opportunity to come across a lot of different types of characters and vibrations and energies. You have super wealthy people that want to be famous for being wealthy. And then you got people that want to get wealthy so they could disappear and nobody knows that they're wealthy. So when you break down that instance, it all depends. That's why I say it's subjective. It all depends on the vetting of what that individual may want. So in other words,
I
just,
subscribe to the
just
latter.
yeah.
I want to
So
be wealthy and not have everybody know it.
yeah, but what if I told you it doesn't even matter? Because if you're wealthy, they're gonna know it anyway, unless you're keeping these millions of dollars under your in a shoebox of which that's impossible. So like we have to be realistic when we're talking about this and understand that sometimes we're just projecting fears on normal traditions that we were stuck with passed down. Now, just because something is a tradition doesn't mean it's healthy. Doesn't mean it's a
No,
healthy way of thinking. You know, a
right.
lot of parents back in the day, they'll tell you money don't grow on trees. Well, bullshit, because they make it with cotton and wood. It does grow on trees.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
you know, that whole abscess of, you know, I don't want to know what a person what I got. I don't care if you know what I got. I care more about what you think of me, of my character and the kind of character that I'm exuding onto the world, what kind of influence I'm really having. So whether if you know I have $1 billion or whether if you know I have a billion pennies, it doesn't matter because they know anyway, unless you're keeping it under your bed. The minute you deposit it, the minute you buy it, the minute it increase, they know
Exactly.
the value of it.
I
They
agree.
know
I
it.
agree
Yeah.
there. Yes, I
And,
definitely agree there. They
and
They
they
know
so,
do
how many
know.
times.
so
They
let's
know what you like to eat based
right.
off of where you use your
Real
card.
shopping. Right.
They
Absolutely.
know.
You're right. Makes sense.
So
Makes sense.
Right. So I love what you're saying. I love this. I love this information that we're putting out together today, guys. You know, not only am I grateful for us just being open and honest about some of the things, you know, in this space, you know, kind of like how we started off. What we want to replace in a lot of people's mindset is education. When we have
I'm glad
education,
you hold on,
we
wait.
are
I'm glad you
able
said
to
that.
make a better decision in regard to how to determine what we need to do. So that's what we're here to provide. One of the things he was talking about, the cold wallet. This is a cold wallet that you can store. Sorry about that. This is a cold wallet that you store for your cryptocurrencies. And that is something that's a little bit of education. But I want to jump into this piece here because I know we're running out of time, but we want to continue on. This piece here, Dr. Danaka, you
Yes.
created this for my company. This baby right here And let's tell everybody about this gadget right here that you created, this Louis Vuitton piece that's inside of it. Talk to us about that, baby.
All right, so the Inmint was based off of an idea that we had called social touch. So when I first developed it, I was at I think I was at the film festival, and I saw this beautiful lady in a gown, and she just had a stack, I mean a huge stack of her own business cards in her hand, and she's passing them around, and I'm like, no, because I started doing some math. When people buy business cards, one, they're adding to the trash, it leaves a carbon footprint. It ends up in a lot of people's junk drawers. It's effective if you put the number in your phone. So what we did was we calibrated it for a few different things. One, how can we get rid of the overhead of a person having to keep repeating buying a business card? And two, how can we make it stylish and, you know, something that they can use every day? So what we did, utilizing near field communication and RFID technology, we created an interactive Inmint. It's basically a fob, but we call it an Inmint because it looks like a chocolate Inmint. But what it allows you to do is just tap the person's phone and do a few things. Either give them your social media information, or two, allow them to download your phone number, or three, if you ain't want to carry your car keys, it could start your car. So
Wow.
it's something that can always be upgraded and changed out. It doesn't have to be circumvented to just one particular use. It's able to have a plethora of uses on a whole different scale, and also being stylish and fashionable while doing it. You know,
So
that's one of two pieces she actually have. The other one is a techlet, which is like a wristband. You know, it's funny. I am actually building
Vandy
some. Right,
Flake.
Well,
You actually did
Dr.
one for
yeah.
Vandy Flake.
Dr.
Oh,
Warlick, I want to ask you a
yeah.
question in regards to that. So
Sure.
it allows me to give out my information. Will it allow me to collect their information?
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's
And you know
that's
what I love about it also,
poet.
like with the fashion shows that you do, Miss Karen, you know, as soon as you walk in, that he also have it where your pieces also become not I would say a gadget, but a way that they can scan your clothes, and lo and behold, they can go straight to purchasing your items just like that, just by your clothes. So now he'll have like one of those gadgets in one of your jumpsuits or one of your dresses. So when people are walking on the catwalk, they're walking on the fashion show, literally you can put your phone up to them, scan it, and they can purchase it instantly. That's
So are
technology.
you thank you, Renee, Miss
Yes,
Renee.
yes, and
So are you in Atlanta?
yes,
Yes.
Atlanta. Yes.
Okay, so I guess when I come down on the 20th, I have to set an appointment to sit down and conversate with you.
He'll be
And what?
with us definitely. So what's your
Okay, so I'll
yeah?
see you then.
Absolutely.
It's on the 20th. I was.
You know the breast cancer.
Well, you're
You
meeting
put
with
it the
me.
22nd.
I don't know what
He's like,
else.
I
Yeah,
just want
no.
to hear,
What's
you
going
know.
on the 20th? You left me out of the loop
No,
on that
I'm
one.
coming into Atlanta
It's the
on the
22nd
20th.
for the breast
She's
cancer.
having an event on the 22nd, but I don't want to kind of merge the two. I want to have my own private time or to be able to conversate with you. So maybe not the 20th, but the 21st at least.
Okay.
So I'll get your information and we'll be able to set an appointment, and
Yeah.
then we can talk one-on-one and we can see how you can help KG's House of Fashion become
Yeah, I wouldn't mind,
known
but
with
I have
Well,
technology.
to. I have to say
Huh?
this. On the 22nd. I'm actually at the. I'm booked at the Path to Prosperity conference in Florida with your boy Renee. Grant Cardone is going to be out there, and
yeah,
TD Jakes.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, can I come with you? Maybe I'll just bypass because TD Jakes is my boy. But yes.
Um,
So
Well,
when are you back?
I come back directly on the 23rd because I'm not staying long. This weekend I am with Eric Thomas, Master P, and Vivica Fox.
Yes.
and Miss Benicia Poole Watson. So it should be pretty interesting.
Well, you know, we're so grateful to have you, Danaka. You know, not only with everything that you do in being a scientist, you know, you're also the person to help with our, you know, bridge the gap where related to us feeding, you know, with the farm as well, you know, with
Mhm.
the elderly as well as our young teens. And it's just always been a great honor to have partnership with your brain. And so as GW3, we are continuously with our partnership expanding, helping others to grow. And that's what makes this unity so important to us. How we continue on helping to strengthen other relationships within the GW3 community. So thank you so much for everything that you do.
Well, I would love to say this. I am grateful to be a
Yes.
part of that community. Um, I remember when you first asked me to join in, I'm like, Renee, it's a whole bunch of women. What do you want me to do, bro? I remember these, but I would like to say I look at some of the people's Instagrams and I watch how a lot of their perspectives and a lot of these people have grown into different spaces after being around you. And it's a beautiful sight. Like I don't know if you ever take the time to see it because I know you're probably more busy than the average person, but it's pretty amazing, you know, not just like on how they believe in themselves or some of the goals they choose to accomplish, but in the character that they're displaying outside of the person that they're becoming. It's the difference. And also I like to note, I, I don't know if it's YouTube or the camera, but y'all smiles look amazing. Like
Oh,
I'm
thank
so
you.
serious. Like I'm over here like, wow, the smiles are just like bright and everything.
So
But
thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
I definitely had to say that because Renee, your smile is just like from here to here, and it's like,
Well,
wow.
thank you. You know, I'm so grateful for the relationship. Thanks to Juanita Bonds, can always give her the almighty respect. You know, it's so
Yes,
important to
that's
focus on
Godmama
how
right there.
relationships started. And always, she's, you know, one of our GW3, not only she's one of our GW3 awardees, honorary women, she's one of our chairwomen as well, but just grateful for having space to keep helping each other businesses flourish, keep
You know,
helping to build that type of community is so important. Go ahead, my brother. I'm listening.
you know it's funny that that's my godmother, and I love her dearly. She is a, you know what?
Oh,
She
okay.
when I look at how she just build things like it's during my earlier years. I say this had to be like maybe it's a long time ago. Of course, you know this. Um,
It's amazing to see how much time has
but
passed. It's been
yeah,
like
like
since 2015.
it was one time we were
Yeah.
all in the
You're
you
the
guys were there. No, it was me. It was me, Mama, Isola. It was a couple of us sitting down, but we were
yeah.
finishing up the I think it was the Christmas party.
Oh, 2011.
Um, yeah, we were sitting out on the porch. And,
Yes.
I never forget. She said something like, you know, as you grow in life, you always got to put the right people around you. And I
That's
think I
it.
said something like, "What are you talking about, friends?" She was like, "Nah, just people that want to go where you want to go." I didn't
Absolutely.
understand that until much, 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 much later, and I don't think I even told her that I actually understand now what she said. Like, whether if it was seeing what she built in Louisiana and then coming here and building the same thing, it's
Mhm.
like she is proof that it's not where you from, it's where you at. And when I say where you at as a person, like she dope. She built, spa centers out there and hospitals out there. She came here and did the same thing. So it's not like it's not like she ain't leading by example. I could tell you that.
Absolutely. That's why we
So
love her so much. You're right about that. She is a woman that does life intentionally, Danaka. She does it
yeah,
intentionally. Owning two hospitals as well as now with her spa. We're getting ready to head over there this month. October is that time for us to go and do what we do best: self-care, self-love for ourselves. She poured into the chairwomen when they came in last, for the Power to Soar Leadership Conference. Dr.
mhm.
Jackie, alongside with called Dr. Jackie, Dr. Tangi, and the whole Maria right there in New York City. All the ladies came in, and oh my goodness, they just got so spoiled rotten by one of our chairwomen, honorarium Miss Dr. Juanita Bonds. But it's really about community. It's
Yeah,
really about community and unity, and just keep paying it forward within our group. So therefore we can help each other flourish in business. And so
yeah,
that's why I'm so grateful. Yeah, I'm so grateful for your energy, your ability to see past what's right in front of your face, to take on technology to a new level. So therefore we can continue on becoming the game changers. When we went out to Dubai and just appreciated what they had to offer for 2063, you were already hipping me on that. Nene, let me tell you about this. You always was like, let me show you what's going to happen. You kept it real with me since I was going through the transition of learning cryptocurrency alongside with this whole new way of how we're going to earn new wealth. And I just want to say
you know
thank
what?
you.
You want to talk about that, don't you? Because I was
Oh,
saying so earlier,
no,
but
I don't want to talk about it too long. You know why? Because we got to return back into the
all
clubhouse,
right.
man. We got to have a phase two with you.
No,
Because
you know
we
what
could go
though?
on
I'm
for
gonna tell
on. I
you.
love
I'm
it.
gonna tell you what you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what you. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Right?
Okay, tell me.
Because we only talked about this for like a brief second, but I don't want to say what's the word I'm looking for? I want to be able to say it to where as though they can understand it.
Right. That's
Um,
what we don't have that time to break
yeah.
it down.
So what you
Yeah.
should do is I'm going to send you the link. And I'm gonna text you how to set yours up. Right?
All right.
Don't please don't say nothing.
I got to see you
You
today.
have
I'm
a
going to see
you
you
have a
today. That's what
dinner.
I
No,
said. Okay.
listen. Hear me. Have a dinner, and when you have this dinner, tell all of them about it. And when
Okay.
you tell them about it, they're all going to be like, you know what? Yeah, and that's going to be a windfall for you and them. Now, mind you, everybody else don't know what we're talking about. We was
Right.
talking about this when I
I
was coming
do.
from.
Mhm.
No, you don't.
No, you
You have
don't.
no idea.
She does. He go.
You
No,
have
she
no
doesn't.
idea. And I'm saying this because
No, she doesn't.
Renee want
No.
to talk. I know she
Yeah.
want to talk about
So
this,
see, let
but
me show you guys. Yeah, so Janaka and I, we're up late at night talking about this. And I mean, really, because as I share with you guys, 2016 it was my first time just kind of like getting into this world. He's been in this world for years. So even when it came about, when I said, Danaka, I need you to learn this, he's like, oh, Nate, you pushed me off. Let's just go there because you did push me off. But I'm like, I'm going to learn this, Danaka. I'm going to learn this. And look where we are today. Now we up here challenging each other in regard to the information. And I just freaking love it. But you know what? I don't want to keep their mouth, like, as they say, putting them on that
nah,
cliff,
you got hang on
so
front.
they
This right
fall
here,
off.
is so big that you really
Yeah.
can't. I don't want to say it live over YouTube. I don't.
No, we don't
We're
want to do
not
that.
doing that. No, because no. One thing that I did learn when you talk
Yes,
about things too early,
that's
it can
right.
mess up the blessings that's for you. And this
Yeah,
is, I'm gonna just tell y'all this: it's not crypto.
no,
You can use crypto to buy it, but
yeah,
it's not crypto.
yeah,
It's not anything that this is. I just put it to you like this: it's about to sweep the nation,
yes.
and it already swept the nation once.
Hmm.
A lot of people made this is $1 trillion industry, meaning there's no way this is the closest thing you're going to get the reparations.
Well,
Mm.
now we're in $2 trillion industries now. That's $2 trillion industry.
Yes, but once this goes for like,
Yes.
I'll just give y'all a little insight.
Uh-huh.
Your president made a statement about it briefly.
I'm getting all kind of messages. I need to be in. I'm
The,
getting
the
all these
president,
messages.
the
Come
president,
in,
the
Renee,
president,
because
the
I
president
got
did a whole
6
PSA
messages
about
right
it.
now.
The president did a whole PSA about it. He did a whole
Yes.
PSA about it. And I don't want to see, because when it came across, we were at the state capitol. And the thing is, it's so dope, but they hijacked the industry to do something good.
Right.
They did.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest. They did
Yeah.
hijack an industry's blueprint. That's a fact.
Yes.
Now, I guarantee you, they're not going to give this industry credit for that. We already know that.
Right.
We know that.
But you know what we'll
But
do, Danaka? We're gonna go ahead on and serve them up. You know,
no,
we'll serve
no, no,
up-
no,
no, with
no,
our, no.
no.
What I'm sharing with you,
Nah.
hold on. We're gonna provide just information.
Yeah, but not. I'm serious. We don't
Not
want to do this
today.
publicly.
Not today.
Not yet.
Not today. I didn't
No.
say today.
Well, when you keeping it
Not
on
today.
wraps, I'm gonna
Because
come see you.
you will know.
Renee,
I'm
where
gonna
does
tell
he
you like
live? I'm
this.
gonna be knocking on his door.
It's not that I'm keeping it on. It's not that I'm keeping it on wraps.
Yeah.
I know how sensitive this information
That's right.
is.
That's right.
And
protect certain
I
things.
want to make sure I'm just being real about this because I am a capitalist. I never hid that. I never lied about that. I am a capitalist. So I want to make sure that as I put anybody else on, I got all my ducks in a row. You know what I mean? So when they say, yo, do I have my ducks in a row? I can say, yeah, you got your ducks in a row.
I know,
Simple.
right?
That's the only thing, because when I say everybody say they want to make money while they sleep, well, now you can, literally.
Yes. And so today, let me just bring some hindsight to everything right now, guys.
Don't say
You
nothing,
have
Renee.
been watching our incredible GW3 Lunch and Soar. It's been an honor to have our queen herself, Miss Amazing, Miss Karen Geddes with the House of Fashion, alongside with Dr. Danaka, Mr. Danaka Wardrick, for being here, as well as our scientists. You know, the greatest part about it, every day we have opportunities for us to excel, propel, and expand with not only our learning, our wealth, as well as our community. And we're so grateful that GW3 Global Club, we are so engulfed in just that. That's why we do what we do every day. Every day from 12 to 2, you will find us in that clubhouse. From 12:30 to 1:30, we show up right here through YouTube, our Instagram, also with our Facebook. But most importantly, we're showing up so therefore we can keep you all engaged, educated, so you can take on new opportunities. So be open. It's time for you to not only enlarge your vision, but stop playing it small. We've been playing it small for too long. And it's
Gotta think big.
Gotta think bigger. 2023 is about bigger. As I share with you guys, we're already on 2063 with technology. 2063. So if you're still doing things that you've been doing for years after years, protecting your coins, as they would say, those days are long gone. Long gone. So what we're going to do, not only are we going to continue on bringing you education, that digital currency is truly how we're going to help you to level up. That's what we say, level up, Dr. Tangi, level up and explore a new horizon that's waiting for you. Thank you so very much, Dr. Danaka. Thank you so very
welcome,
much, Dr. Geddes. And what we're going to be doing, guys, we're going to be returning right back into the clubhouse with more information. Dr. Danaka, it's lunchtime after this call, okay?
Hey,
Absolutely.
Let me say this before I go, just to give y'all a little hint. This is going to be bigger than Prohibition.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
Bigger.
Vandy says she loves her new wearable technology, her Vandy Flakes. Absolutely. And you know what's so cool with Dr. Danaka? He always give you like these little jests. He know the queens like our little private jewelry boxes, But we're so grateful to have you both here today. And just keep doing what you do. You are both wildflowers because each one of us understand our very own gifts, our talents. And we know for sure that's what keep us so unique. That's what allow us to stand out and not blend in. We don't need nobody blending in right now. We need us to keep standing out in our geniuses and in our greatness. So we'd like to return right back into the clubhouse. Thank you, Donaka,
Thank you
scientist,
so much.
true friend that's so
Yeah,
engulfed into
back at you.
technology. Thank you, Miss Karen, so very
You're
much for
welcome,
being a
beautiful.
part of this section. And we're going to return right back into the clubhouse. Thank you guys for joining the GW3 Lunch and Soar. I'm Renee Noor, the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors. We look forward to seeing you right back into the clubhouse. 31 days we wear pink for the month of October. Thank you.
Wakanda forever!